Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today is the day that I'm going to show you my new collectible room in our new house. I know everybody's been on the edge of their seat just waiting in anticipation for this Hot Toys collectible room tour. And I apologize. I've been really busy with work, with life, but I've been wanting to get this video out because I want to show you guys what the new room looks like and what the basement looks like. So it's a little bit different. If you guys remember, you can check out my last collectible room tour right here. You can see what the old room looked like, and everything was all together. We had Hot Toys, we had sports, we had some of my like whiskey and bar stuff going on. Here it's going to be a little bit more segregated. So we have a living area with some of my football stuff and the bar. But then I have my own office in here with all of my figures and all of my superhero art prints and stuff like that. So I just want to kind of take you on a little virtual tour of the new pad, if you will, and go through my figures, because actually I watched my video and a lot of stuff has changed. I've turned over a lot of my collection because I've decided to focus on original trilogy Star Wars outside of maybe Mandalorian. We got a lot of my miscellaneous figures back in the collection that I really love, like Terminator, RoboCop, John Wick, amongst others. And I've added a Batmobile, so, you know, my first vehicle. So, yeah, stay tuned, stick around. If you haven't, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers, and I can't do it without each and every one of you. So, I'm going to take you on a quick room tour, show you around, and then we're going to focus in on the 6 scale figures. Alright guys, here we go. Alright guys, so when we come downstairs, we come into the living area. As you can see here, we have a couple TVs for gaming, for football, stuff like that. I am a Packer fan, but hey, I'm here in Wisconsin, so yeah, I gotta love the Packers here. But yeah, you can just kind of see the little living area here. It's nice that we can kind of separate this from the collectible room. We can have sectioned off, and we have my bar that I built right here, along with the shelf here and stuff like that. I guess I could give you a sneak peek into here right away too. This is actually where I keep all of my boxes now. Let me just turn this on. So I have a shelving unit there, and then it goes under the steps, so you can just see all boxes. It kind of sucks that I guess I have to like waste a whole closet space just for empty boxes, but I guess it is what it is. This was like an old office area that they used before, you can see with the lights, but we just put some kids' toys here. So yeah, and then we come down through the hall here, and boom, into the office we go. There's my pup, my little boxer baby. That's Sunflower, or Sunny. Hey, boo-boo. Say hi to everybody. She's 7 months old, and she is a handful. But I got a nice, if you can see here, a nice window view for when I'm working. This is where we do the live streaming right here. So my office area. And then I got a $5 TV from a rummage sale. So I just hooked that up. So if I'm working or something, watch movies, watch TV, yeah, kids can come in here and watch a movie. Up here are my art portraits from Dennis Baptiste. I love these things so much. That guy is so talented. You can check him out on Instagram, Facebook, Dennis Baptiste. He does these all by hand, and then he sells the prints. I mean, it's outstanding. I got the whole Dark Knight trilogy going on. Of course, we got Newman. I can't remember what kind of toy that is or figure, but they made a few of them for Seinfeld, so it's pretty cool. We do have that Batman light that I did wind up doing a video on that, a review video, so you can check that out. Funko Pop. It's gonna seem a lot less cluttered, I guess, because I don't have as much room to put stuff, but 1-to-1 Nano Gauntlet, don't have it turned on right now. Maybe I should just do that quick. I'll show you guys how that works. I did do a video on this as well, so you can check that out. It's a pretty cool piece. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Real cool piece. And then right above that we have another Dennis Baptiste print, and that's of Captain America. Don't worry, doggy, I won't be disrupting your sleep much longer. Over here, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's kind of dark, but you can kind of see. And then we have the Govee Glide, and I did a review on this as well. This was above my computer at the last house. Here, I think it looks really good. Got the cord hidden a lot better. And yeah, you can do millions of different colors, combinations, stuff like that. So you can do a lot with it. And then here we have my Nickelodeon 1/8 scale TMNT statues, and they're like PVC material. They retail for about $50 a piece. They are really, really cool. If you're a kid of the late 80s, early 90s, these are really, really cool pieces to have, because outside of maybe NECA with the figures, there aren't a whole lot of TMNT statues that you can get for the cartoon representation. So here's Shredder, we got Rocksteady, and Bebop. Hey, my name's Bebop. Mikey, Donnie, we got Krang, Leonardo, and Raphael. So it's basically based off of the intro where they're on the building top. So that's pretty cool piece right there. So yeah, I love that a lot. In the DTOF, we do have the quarter scale Dark Knight Rises Batman. I love this figure. It looks amazing. Really, really cool. And below that, we do have the quarter scale Joker. And just kind of put Joker cards and the money and the detonator down there. Love the pose of him kind of taking the mask off. So there's that. And then we go to the module cases. Let me get it back up here and give you guys a view here. So here's the module cases. It's amazing how this just fits like right in the indentation of the wall. So I have Govee lights on the back, and they can turn colors. Yeah, and you can probably see a lot different in the cases themselves. Up top, we do have Hot Toys light boxes. We have the Dark Knight trilogy, we have the Joker, we have Star Wars, and we have Marvel. Those add a lot to a collectible room. So definitely consider picking those up. And most of the time too, even if you don't have them turned on, they still look really cool. And starting with the Marvel case. Most of this is going to be the same since my last tour. I did sell the War Machine, the Mark VI, and I did sell my 85 Iron Man. And I got the Battle Damaged 85, and that thing is pretty spectacular. I love the Battle Damage, and this is probably going to be a set it and forget it figure, just because that is such an iconic pose of the 85 Battle Damage. But yeah, everything else is going to be the same. We have Spider-Man in the back there, the upgraded suit. We have Gamora and Star-Lord. The Black Panther in the back, and it is the better figure in my opinion. Congrats to everybody that's getting the new one. We have Nebula, which is a very underrated figure. Love the head sculpt on that one. We got Bro Thor, Professor Hulk, not my favorite professor, or not my favorite professor, not my favorite Hulk, but it was the one that was in stock. We got Battle Damage Thanos, Captain America, Endgame, Ant-Man in the back there. Focus on Hawkeye, Teenage Groot in the back, Black Widow, and of course we have Rocket on the bottom. Yeah, pretty cool setup. I love this about Module Case, that you can kind of make a scene with everybody, and it looks pretty cool. So that's the Marvel figures. Next, we move on to Star Wars, and I think this is probably the cube that's changed the most. I think I was watching my last video and there was like 12 to 15 figures that I've sold since then and replaced with figures. I've downsized a little bit with Star Wars, just to this one cube, but I think it looks really good. And outside of that Mando figure, it is going to be all original trilogy. So that's kind of what I wanted to go with. There's just so much Star Wars stuff that you can collect, so I wanted to just focus on something within Star Wars. So we got Mandalorian and the Child, so little baby Groot down there. Baby Grogu, I guess you'd say. It's down there. Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. Lando Calrissian. We got Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper. Rogue One Vader, which is still my favorite to this day. I can't wait to get that battle damage one. It's gonna look very, very cool in the collection. Another one of my favorites is going to be Emperor Palpatine. I wish I could display him with the throne, but it looks cluttered, I don't know. Obi-Wan, which is a very amazing figure. I sold Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan so I could get this one, and I do not regret it one bit. Empire Strikes Back Snowspeeder Luke. Great figure to have. I love the colors. It just bounces in the display. And we do have Empire Strikes Back Yoda as well. Was hesitant to get this because I thought the Attack of the Clones one looked better. But this one is actually really solid as well, and he comes with a lot. Sideshow R2-D2. It's a good figure because you're not doing anything with it. The doors and everything are pretty loose, but if he's just sitting there, it's a good figure to have. Han and Chewie from New Hope. We got the newer Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper. One of my favorite styles of trooper. Love this guy. Just so classic Star Wars. Love it. And then we do have Endor, Leia, and Wicket. It's a good figure too. I love that Wicket. So yeah, to me, this is Star Wars. This screams Star Wars, and I love it. There's probably going to be a few more that I want to get in the near future, but this is where it sits today. And the case below, this is a fun case because this is more nostalgia. This is more childhood memories right here. We have Terminator, RoboCop, Back to the Future, Predator, and then a couple newer things like Pirates of the Caribbean and John Wick. But, for a while I sold a lot of these because I didn't know how they fit in the collection. At the time I had DTOFs, but, it was something I really regretted, so I had to get them back. Luckily I didn't let go of a couple of those Predator figures, but everything else I kind of had to get back. The Jack Sparrow I never had, but I'm glad that I picked him up because that is a amazing figure with a great base. Let's just take a look here. So we have the Battle Damage Terminator from T1. Man, that thing is just so awesome. RoboCop. This is still one of Hot Toys' best figures ever made, in my opinion. Can't wait for the new one. I hope the faceplates look just like this one, and we just have more of like a bluish tint RoboCop, and I will still get that one for sure. Another great figure is this Terminator 2 Battle Damage. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite movies. Just a figure that I really regretted selling. So glad that I picked him up again. And Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Very happy that they reissued this because I was able to get my hands on one. I held off for the longest time, and then I was like, I gotta get this before he sells out. I do have Doc Brown on pre-order, so that should be coming by the end of the year. And then we have the kind of the main event here, that awesome base. Jack Sparrow. Look at the detail on that. Not a big fan of the rooted hair, but the likeness is great. I love the pose that I have him in. It's probably going to be another one of those set it and forget it figures. Moving on, we have the Jungle Hunter Predator, the classic. This was like my third Hot Toys figure I ever got. So still have him. We have John Wick. Can't wait for John Wick 4. Just have him in this kind of pose here. And then I did kind of paint in the beard a little bit more just to be a little bit more movie accurate. think it looks pretty good. And we have the City Hunter from Predator 2. There's a figure that I got loose for a pretty good deal. Really happy with that as well. So there's the miscellaneous shelf. We'll be adding Doc Brown at some point. There's a chance I might be getting Ripley soon, so stay tuned for that as well. And now we move on to another showstopper, and it is my DC figures. DC gets a lot of crap, but man, I love Batman, love the Joker, Harley Quinn, great characters. Some of the movies haven't been up to par these last few years, but come on, gotta hand it to DC. They got some great characters. Moving in, we have 89 Joker, the Mime Joker, the DX14. Love this figure. This is one that I pieced together. Got the figure loose, had to get the hat separate, the box separate, the stand separate, but got him for a pretty good deal overall. And then I actually got this custom base because the steps just didn't work in the module case, so I'm just kind of using this base. Got it on eBay, but love that figure. Probably my all-time favorite figure in the collection is going to be this 89 Joker right here. Love the Jack Nicholson Joker. So many childhood memories. He's got his cane and little laughing teeth there. Perfection. My newest figure is going to be this Superman from Snyder Cut Justice League. And yeah, I got that 2-pack. And I like this one a lot because his arms can go down like in more of a natural position. So I'm glad Hot Toys made that change. I think the silver shine's really nice. And it's not the best head sculpt. I wish they would have kind of updated that, but it's not terrible. My first ever figure, and it will never leave the collection, is the BVS Batman, the Beast. I love this guy. He is just so awesome. Just a great figure. I know they're reissuing the armored, is it the armored or the tactical Batman? But man, they should reissue this one too. I'd probably get another one. A movie I didn't like, and this is a rare figure because I don't get figures from movies I don't like very often, but this Wonder Woman was just too good to pass up. Look at that head sculpt. Look at the wings and the gold armor. I mean, that's a good figure. So I am waiting for the 84 Wonder Woman still, but this is a good one either. Don't sleep on that one. Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. I love this figure. So much life, so much pizzazz. She's awesome. Margot Robbie did a great job. Probably another figure that I'll never get rid of. And then we have the Nightmare Batman from Snyder Cut. Pretty good. I did keep the 1/6 kit custom coat on him because I just think that looks better in my opinion, and the scarf as well. I just think it looks awesome. But another great Ben Affleck Batman figure, and I love this look of Batman because it's something that we don't see too often. We're not used to seeing a Batman like that, but there's one of the 3 DC shelves. Going down to the next shelf, we have more of like it's a Dark Knight trilogy shelf. So I have a lot of these figures. There are a couple more I could get, but here's where we stand right now. I had the bank robber Joker for the longest time, but I wound up selling him in the early days to get the DX11, but I do have the in art on order, so I just figured let that one go. Got this one as a placeholder, and it's a cool look, and it's another one where I got a custom base because the base was just way too big, and he's just holding that mask and kind of giving you the business. We got Hot Toys Bane, and he does have a Fison body. It's a seamless body, and I think it just bulks him up more. You know, the pants are a little bit tight, but overall, I still think it really works. Catwoman, she looks okay. The body is more of like a Barbie figure. I can't wait until the new one comes out and they update the body and the pleather as well. So I've done videos on this before, but this is just fabric paint. I peeled the pleather and then did fabric paint on there. And we do have the Bat Pod as well. It's a nice piece. The DX19 in the back, not the biggest upgrade over like the Armory, but if you have like the DX12 or the DX2, then this is definitely a good figure to have. Two-Face, the 2.0. Kind of a hard figure to pose. I just never know how I want to pose him, but it's all right now. And then I did mod the DX19 head sculpt to fit on the old Bruce Wayne body. So we just have him right there. And it's a nice figure to have as well. So there's the Dark Knight Trilogy shelf. And coming down to the final shelf, this is another showstopper, or a piece that just grabs your eye when you're looking at the collection. It is the '89 Batman with a Jackson Jew cape on there, and the Batmobile, the Hot Toys Batmobile. This thing is sick. It is big. I did go through quite a process of getting it. It's not a perfect story, but I think it works, and I did get a pretty good deal on it. So yeah, there are some parts missing. It's not complete, but overall it works, and this Batman looks great. The '89, the old figures were just so good. The only thing I don't like is that lip right up on the top of the cowl. I just wish it was one solid piece. But yeah, the Batmobile, if you have the space and the funds, this thing is worth it. Don't miss out. They might even reissue it, because they are going to reissue that '89 Batman, so just keep your eyes out. Another shelf that I'm really proud of is my quarter scale NECA TMNT figures. These things are so detailed, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Some of NECA's best work is in these turtles right here. The 1990 turtles. I got these loose at my local comic book store, and I couldn't believe it when I found them. I went like the next day and picked them up. But we have Raph, and like the likeness to all of the turtles is there. We have Donatello, Leo, and Mikey. I would love if Hot Toys could get the rights to these, to the TMNT line, and do like 6 scale, 1990 TMNT, animated TMNT, whatever it would be. I would get it. These things are so cool, and yeah, really cool to have. And they're not too expensive. I mean, for the 4 of them, you're looking at probably the price of a Hot Toys figure that's been out of stock for a bit. So, it's not too terrible. And the last shelf down here is my Black Series Star Wars helmets and Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. I do like these a lot, but I will say, like, I thought I would get into more of like helmet collecting, but it's not my passion. So, like, if I had to downsize, these will probably be some of the first to go. If I can straighten this, maybe, there we go. But they're cool, and you can wear them. They're not like a perfect fit. Like, I have a odd shaped head, so they don't fit perfectly, but they're cool to have. So we just have the Stormtrooper helmet right there, the Darth Vader, and Mandalorian next to the rat's nest of cords, next to the puppy. And here is the Darth Vader Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. Those are pretty cool too. I wouldn't mind collecting more of them, but again, I'm just not sure how they're exactly going to fit into the collection. So all right, well, there you go. There you have it. That's where we're at right now with the collection. Well, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my collection tour. Hope you enjoyed the new pad. I can't wait to get back to creating content and doing live streams on a little bit more of a regular basis. So I'm really hoping to get back into it. I miss hanging out with all of you viewers out there and interacting, but if you like the video, drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite figure is, or maybe there's a figure that I have that you wish you could get. Let me know what figure that is. Let me know if you have any tips for my collection, and maybe how I could do things different. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.